guys, that was a close one. I don't know if you got the memo or not, but it's the season for ghosts, goblins, and monsters, and they're all after me, I think. That's why I got my trusty cast iron. Not only can I cook with it, but I can use it as a weapon. Oh, yeah, right. So this is just my it's not real. It's my fake monster hand. I used it to throw off all the bad guys out there. But don't worry. It's safe. So anyway, I got a real quick and easy recipe for you tonight. It's going to be cast iron apple crisp. Cooking with the vegan zombie. So let's talk main ingredients. Let's talk the filling of this whole dish. Obviously, we got some apples. Now, these are sweet apples. I went with the Northern Spy. I've also used Cortland. Both hold up really well under the heat and taste delicious. I'm going to cut through some of that sweetness with a nice tart apple, and these are Granny Smith. 4 sweet, 2 sour. So I'm going to peel all of these apples, and I have a nice brown spot. Don't worry about the brownies, you know. They're going to be cooked in a cast iron. Unless that scares you, then you can cut it off. But I got a big bowl of water right here, filled with water, obviously, because it's a bowl of water. And also the juice of a lemon to help keep it from turning all brown and gross before you even get to put it in the pan. All right, now I'll just do this one. So I like to just cut the core right out, and then give these like a 1/4-inch thickness slice. This episode is brought to you by A Cut Above Cutlery. It's a great knife to have in the kitchen, and hey, if you find yourself in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, it just might save your life. To get your hands on one of these already affordable bad boys, you can save some money. Click on the link below for all of the details. I got my cast iron heated up on like a medium to high heat, and I have 2 tablespoons of refined coconut oil. Let me say that again. Refined coconut oil, not the virgin kind. Because the virgin kind, that's going to smoke and burn your house down, and you're going to have a bad time. This is going to be a nice hot heat. It's going to caramelize these apples, and you're going to get caramel hands. You're going to grab a handful of your lemony, watery apples. Try to get a lot of this water off, because as soon as you hit this, you're going to get splatters. Oh, God, splattery. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is a big party. But as these apples cook, they're going to cook down, and they're going to sink down a little bit to about halfway, and then you're going to put that delicious topping on top. Very carefully, you're going to try to turn these apples a little bit, try to get a nice even cook on all of them. Like I said, it's going to be a crazy party for a few minutes, but as it cooks, it's going to settle down. Everyone's going to settle down. So the amount of time that it takes to do a thorough zombie sweep throughout the house is about how long you want to cook these apples before you touch them again. All right, these apples are starting to break down. Not a lot of color yet. Not a lot of color yet. Our apples are starting to break down. Got a lot of juices flowing up in here. That's a good thing. But it's a great time to start adding some of those flavors I was talking about earlier. We're going to go with a 1/4 cup each of regular sugar and brown sugar. Make sure you shop responsibly. There's a bunch of vegan sugars out there that are certified vegan. We're also going to add a little bit of maple syrup to this party. 1/4 cup, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just stir this in. You're going to let it cook for another 5 minutes on medium to low heat. We're going to start turning the heat down just a little bit because I don't want to turn this into applesauce, even though applesauce is delicious. While this is cooking on a nice low medium, we are going to make our topping. We're going to start with some oats. I love what oats does to this recipe. It has a really nice mouthfeel, chewy bite, delicious topping. So I have a 1.5 cups of rolled oats that I'm just going to toss in this food processor. I like a little bit of texture. I don't mind seeing a couple whole oats there hanging out. So we'll just pulse this so we get a good... That's nice. That's real nice. Our sweetener for this topping, a 1/4 cup of regular sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I don't want to go all brown sugar all the time because that has a lot of molassesiness to it. And I want to cut that a little bit. Although I want it to be a very sweet topping. Next, we're going to toss in another 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And a 1/4 teaspoon of that ginger, ground ginger. I like this. It adds a little distinctive fall flavor to this recipe. Apples are already fall enough, but last but not least, for the dry ingredients, pinch of sea salt. Maybe 2 pinches. Let's go with 3 pinches. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Mix this with your hands. We're going to add Another tablespoon or two of melted, refined coconut oil. A little bit of fat that kind of binds it all together. One fat to bind them all. And in the darkness, bake them. All right, now we got that fat up in there. We're gonna add a little bit of almond milk. You can use soy milk, any milk that's not a milk from an animal or an alien. So you see, just take a look at this. It kind of sticks together a little bit, but not really. That's exactly what I'm going for. So I have the cast iron turned off at this point. Hey, very hot. You'll burn your hand right off your body in an instant. We're gonna sprinkle this on the top. Guys, don't be alarmed. I want some of these apples to shine through. People need to know they're eating apple crisp, not oatmeal. So, we're gonna take our oven mitt, because this will burn your hand off again. We're gonna put it in the oven that I have preheated at 350 degrees. You're gonna wanna bake that for about 20 minutes. Peek on it after about 10 to 15 because you just want the top to go to brown town. A little bit of brown on the top means it's ready to go. Now it's time to take it out of the oven. Don't burn your hands off. Remember, this is a very hot thing. Oh yeah, it's crispy. It's ready to be eaten. I like to take a little knife, just cut around the edges, just in case somebody wants to hold on real tight. This is cool because it's like real rustic looking, you know? At this point, you guys, you can dig right in. The only thing I was missing, you guys, there's a lot of zombies out there, and I couldn't make it to the supermarket to buy some vanilla ice cream. But can you just close your eyes and then open them and put a piece of imaginary ice cream right there, vanilla, vegan, of course. How good would that be? But for the purpose of the vid, let's give it the old taste test. Hot. Wait a couple more minutes before you eat it. You're burning your mouth off. You won't be able to talk ever again. But oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. It creates a terrific mouthfeel with that top crust of the oats that we made. And you get a little hint of that ginge, but you definitely get the overall cinnamony, sugary deliciousness. And I mean, this thing just screams fall. Fall! And it's so much easier than slaving all day in a kitchen making a pie. Ain't nobody got time to make a pie crust. Just make one of these bad boys and walk away. Put this in some sort of different storage. Get all the gook off of it. Make sure you keep your pan seasoned. We'll talk about that some other time. But for now, watch out for all those monsters. Have a wonderful Halloween. And hopefully, I'll live to tell you another story.